Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is me, the Fate of Fire, and today I got a Eliza video for y'all today, man. Today we're gonna be talking about low wall splats and a dive kicks combo that I saw. Man, y'all think I'll be playing when I say I'm tech stealing? I'm really out here tech stealing, man. That Chanel did in Evo, so I'm gonna show you that guys because I really like that combo pertaining 4434. Now, but first we're going to talk about low wall hits. Kind of thirsty, forgot my water. Now, I was talking to Magic Boy about max damage wall combos for Eliza, and I was thinking that most max damage wall combos usually pertain some type of low wall splat, hit or something like that. In case of Devil Jin's laser scraper and Josie's down 4-3-3, right, and stuff like that. They all low hit and they all do more damage. Now, if you don't know what a low wall splat is, low wall hit is, you see that kind of sliding animation they do on the wall while they're sliding down, right? Low wall splats are when you hit them at the lowest point, right, at that wall. They get back on the wall to take more wall hit damage, and then you continue to hit them off of that, and they take more damage off of it. Because as you all know, when you hit the wall, you do take damage from getting hit on the wall, even though it's not much. But every point counts to Tekken, man. Every point pixels. You don't want pixels, you want them dead. All right, so let's talk about it. All right, so it's just using the normal thing, right? But instead of using down 3, we're gonna use back 4, right? So normal thing, right? So here we would do something like that. But now we're going to switch it up and we're going to use back 4, right? Back 4 doesn't necessarily do more damage, right? They both do the same amount of damage. It just gives you the opportunity to low wall splat, right? And we're going to have to use meter for this one, right? I can't, it happens a lot where you either wall splat them, right? Or you take them to the wall without using meter and you have a bar, right? Every situation, you have to practice every situation in Tekken because these situations happen a lot more than usual, right? Than say if you, a lot of games have environmentals and the situations don't happen that often, right? A lot of situations you think won't happen in Tekken do happen, like your back is turned or something like that, right? Something crazy, and you're like, whoa, I wish I would have knew what to do there, right? So you just have to know, all right? So, right, the normal stuff, but instead of using down 3, we're gonna use back 4, and we're gonna do quarter circle back 1+2, quarter circle back 1+2, right? Now, as you can see, when we do it, it says 52 damage, right? And we're going to do the low wall splat version, and it says 56. So, the way you do it is when they're sliding off the wall, right? You wait for them to get to the point where they're not completely off the wall, but they're about to be off the wall, right? And it's kind of just like more of a timing thing than a visual thing, right? You just go in practice mode and practice when they're about to go off the wall, and then you hit them, right? So this is the max damage with the low wall splat version. All right, low wall splats are very important for max damage wall combos. So, like I said, instead of using down 3, because you can't get any low wall splats off of down 3, you have to use back 4. Like I said, it's more of a timing thing than a visual look thing, but even though you can't visually look and see it, I would say the timing version is better to know, right? Because you can just do it off of instinct, right? When you go into practice mode and other stuff like that. But you have to let them get lower off the wall. You can't just, and then just do it, fast. You have to, after the first part, you kind of have to wait before you do the second back 4. Not too long, right? You kind of have to wait before you do the second back 4, and then you get into it, right? Kind of like you're kneeing them in the head, and this is not gender specific, as you can see. I think Eliza has the smallest, or at least one of the smallest female what's it called, hitboxes. All right, so this is not gender specific, works on everybody. Bears, don't ask me. I don't even bring bears into my practice mode, right? I don't touch bears. I don't use them. I don't touch them. Get them out of here. I don't like bears, right? But so that's how you do the low wall splat EX version of that, right? And like I said, man, every pixel counts in Tekken. Every pixel. Right? You don't want no pixels. You want them absolutely dead. Now that we went over that, let's go over this Chanel Evo combo, man. My boy Chanel. Huge shouts out to Chanel and Nee, man. Nee winning the tournament and Chanel coming in second place, man. My boys is at the top. What can I say? Right? But seriously, they are my favorite players. And we're gonna talk about the combo that I saw Chanel do off of 4-4-3-4, which looks like this. Right? So it's 4-4-3-4. Now the dash. Oh, but before we start, I want you guys to practice 2 of these in a row, right? All you're gonna need is 2. You're not gonna need anything else, right? I want you to not practice doing this, right? And for all you guys having trouble on the instant air dive kicks, I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to do a tips video later on today for the instant air dive kick that you guys can look and, you know, check out, and hopefully it will help, right? Because I do have a couple extra tips. So off of 4-4-3-4, you're gonna dash, right? Now you don't have to dash and do the instant air dive kick at the same time, you know, be crazy and, you know, fuck it up and not get it at all, right? The dash, you actually dash and then you could actually wait a little bit, right? You could like kind of reset. Excuse me, sir, can you do it? Excuse me? Excuse me? Right? So you don't have to rush anything. Alright, you don't have to, you really, because as you saw, I was trying to rush, and when you rush, you like fuck it up and don't get it right? Because in my right, from what I've seen, the lower they are to the ground, the easier it is to hit with the follow-ups, right? So you 4-4-3-4 dash up. It's because my hands are sweaty, dude. Whenever my hands are sweaty, I mess up. All right, 4-4-3-4 dash up. I like to wait to the like the lowest part of the ground. I don't know why my hands get sweaty. Can you make your hands not sweaty? But when so 4-4-3-4, and I like to hit them like when they're kind of low, because it seems like it makes it easier for me to hit things. But I don't know, maybe that's just me, right? So after you hit these 2 instant air dive kicks, you're going to need to dash up, right? So it's going to be instant air dive kick, dash, right? The reason you dash is because you're gonna want to hit 2 of those, right? But you, of course, you can option select wherever you are. So if you're already close to the wall and you only need, oops, all right. So if you're already close to the wall and you only need 1, then only do 1, right? But of course, sometimes you're further from the wall and you want 2. Right, this has very, very good option selects and very, very good wall carry, right? The wall carry is awesome. So off of 4-4-3-4, dash, right? Remember, don't rush anything, right? Don't rush unless your opponent has like Taco Bell, Walmart connection and you can't hit anything. Then just lose or win quit them, right? Get out of there. All right, but so off of 4-4-3-4, you dash up, 2 instant air dive kicks. And then after that, you dash again, right? Now, like I said, the reason you want to dash again is because you won't be able to hit the second one if you don't dash, right? Right. If you don't dash on that, after the first 2 instant air dive kicks, you won't be able to hit the second one, right? And it's easier because you'll be already close to them when if they do hit the wall, right? And you won't have to do any type of extra movement to hit them, right? So instant air dive kick, dash, 1, dash, and this is going to be a shorter dash, right? Like kind of like a micro dash. But the way I do it is I dash as I'm holding onto the forward button. I press 1, right? So it kind of looks like that. All right, as I'm holding on to the forward button, I press 1. All right, because it kind of interrupts the dash, right? So it doesn't like drag out, but it interrupts it. All right, so I forward and I hold on to forward and I press 1. All right. Right, and now after that, right? So dash, dash. After that, it's gonna be 1-4-4-3. Now, I have noticed that on the male figures, right? The male hitboxes, it is a little easier to hit, right? On the females, it is a little more strict timing, right? But the way you practice it is you don't rush it, right? Because usually when you rush it, you get this. Right? That's what it looks like when you rush. Right? But you press it, and you have to learn just the right timing, right? And the great ways to do this is to break it up in parts. All right. So you'd be like, all right, after I hit one, when can I 4-4-3-4? Right? Not there. Not there. Let me wait a little longer. Bam. Got it. Right? So that's the way you break it down, right? You have to break these things down, right? You don't have to do everything all at once. You could practice these 2-inch air dive kicks and dashing, right? You could practice just the 2-inch air dive kicks. Or you could just practice the first one, right? All right, I got the first one down. That was nice. All right, now let me go into the second version, right? So you always want to break these down in parts if you're having real trouble with them. You don't have to just rush everything. I think that's a very important thing to understand. All right, so let's have her walk up a little bit so we can see. Oh, do I already have it? All right, nice. All right, bam, bam. And we get the low wall splat for 75. Good old damage, man. That's nice. Right, man. Huge shouts out to my boy Chanel, man. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Right. So again, here we go. 4-4-3-4. And remember, this part you don't really have to rush anything, right? You don't have to. Man, I'm telling you, you just dash. Right. You could give it some time. Right. Set up, and then do your instant air dive kicks. And again, if you're having trouble with these, I will give some tips that I really think will help. Man. Or just one tip that I think will change it, right? But I don't know if people are still watching. You know, they might have already gotten tired, so I want everybody to see it. But so 4-4-3-4, dash up, dash up. Don't rush anything. I'm telling you, it's when my hands are sweaty, right? And remember, you have to dash if you want to hit this, the second one, right? You have to dash on the first one. Before you even hit one, after the 2 instant air dive kicks, you have to dash. Right? Or you won't be in range for the second one, right? So that's probably one of the most important, especially if you're looking for the wall carry, right? You have to dash up before you hit the first one. But that is going to be it for the video, guys. Like I said, it was just a low wall splat talk and the instant air dive kick combos. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge shouts out to Magic Boy, right? Because I was just messing around until he talked to me. I was like, let me see what more options he has at the wall. Huge shouts out to my boy Chanel, man. I wish I understood Korean, man. I wish I understood Korean. But I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out.